And you mentioned BPM, just for those that are watching that don't know much about BPM, could you just expand on what that acronym means and how does that fit into Lean and Six Sigma? Because we were saying we don't like to separate these tools from the big picture. It's a part of the whole framework of tools and techniques you could use. It's one of the tools and techniques.
I completely resonate with what you were saying. I mean, both of you were saying before that some companies are saying we are doing Lean, we are doing Six Sigma, we are doing Kaizen, we are doing that. It's not necessarily about the methodology, I would say. It's about getting things done. I want to improve my processes. I actually don't care which methodology I use and which tool, as long as it fixes my problem.
Effective, yeah.
It becomes about the methodology when you make it about the methodology.
Yes, indeed. But to come back to your question, John, BPM comes from business process management. And actually, I would not see a Lean Six Sigma project without a component of the business process management of BPM, because it actually, what it means mapping your processes. It's very similar. Let's say, I mean, you can use for this, you can use Visio, you can use Engage process. Exactly. You can use a lot. Yeah, and also I think you have something included in in your Eric.
Tell us about it. Tell us a little segue there, Eric.
I've got a couple in there actually. I went a little bit nuts on them because that's all stuff I'm very interested in myself. So yeah, I went a bit nuts. There's value stream maps, all sorts of actual process, simulation, going down to setting like, mean time to break, to failure, things like that. So that's, I enjoy that myself a lot. I think one of the kind of, underappreciated values of being able to, model something and interact with it and kind of is that it's more approachable than jumping into it and doing it for real in the real world. And what I mean by that is, there's folks in operations, especially when you can see something and play with it, and then link that in your head back to a Kaizen event or to a management system, it makes it a bit more approachable. So I like to promote those kind of things a lot because it's one of the, it itself is a kind of a facilitation tool that makes the rest of it feel a bit more approachable.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. And so basically this is what BPM is about, business process management. But even more than this, not just mapping the processes step by step and decision point with decision point, but also it helps you understand who are the responsible persons in a process. So we go back to RACI. We need to understand the time, the working time, the waiting time. So what we have in the value stream mapping. We need to understand the information flow, the documentation that we have, and also the resources, the IT resources. If we have, now we have IT resources almost everywhere in our processes, but so it's a, let's say it's a holistic approach to the process. It's not just step by step, but who's doing what and when, with which system, and how much it lasts, and so on. But I would not say it's separate from Lean Six Sigma. It's all part of a bigger whole.